legislature for a very special legislative resolution. It's something that all of us look forward to doing every single year. And this is the sixth year that we're going to recognize a very strong partnership that was started, as I said, 6 years ago between the Judiciary of Guam and the Guam Department of Education. And you could see how we're set up. The kids are in the front. Everything has it so that our kids are at the front. And then with me here this afternoon is Speaker Wampat, Vice Speaker B.J. Cruz, Senator Tina Rose Munya Barnes, Senator Uggan, and Senator Mary Torres. Thank you, Senators, for being here. And I understand I'm getting there. It's a problem. Just let me get there. And so, along with the Senators as partners in this, and myself as member of the legislature, Rrory Respicio, and so after the legislature, certainly I want to recognize Congresswoman Madeline Berdalio. She's always been a partner. She's the one who brings the federal funds here, and so I'm happy that she's joined us. I want to recognize, of course, a very important critical partner, Chief Justice Robert Torres, and his team that are here, the judiciary. I want to recognize the acting superintendent of Education, Mr. Joe Sanchez, who took the federal funds very quickly, did a RFP. As you know, that this program was kind of suspended for a little bit because of some issue, and so they put together an RFP very quickly. The judiciary responded to that RFP very quickly. They reviewed the judiciary's submission very quickly. They negotiated with the judiciary to make sure that their proposal is in line with the federal program. They agreed to a contract, and it was forwarded to the Attorney General, and her office reviewed that RFP very quickly, and then it was forwarded to the governor's office where he signed it immediately. And so I say this, ladies and gentlemen, because it shows that when people work together and come together, they certainly are able to perform these kinds of miracles. So I ask that you give all of yourselves a round of applause. And when this program was momentarily suspended, it created some kind of concern in the community because the schools are really relying on the school resource officers. And so your momentary absence in the schools, and it was summertime, had all the teachers and principals calling the Department of Education, calling the judiciary, wondering if this program was going to continue. And during that momentary suspension, I want to recognize the Chief Justice for what he's done creatively to make sure that these individuals did not go a day without pay. Right, Your Honor?
No, they didn't.
Okay, so this resolution not only recognizes this wonderful partnership, but the program itself. And the October theme is promoting kindness and respect on social media. It's a very appropriate theme for this time of the year and this season of the year. And so I'm, with great honor and privilege, I'm happy to present this resolution. Was signed by Speaker Wampat, signed by Senator Tina Rose Munya Barnes as Legislative Secretary, and myself as the Chairperson of Committee on Rules. And this resolution highlights everything that, basically what I just said, and how this program is strong. And in the acting superintendent's words, because they went through an RFP process, they don't have to renew this contract for another 3 or 4 years. So talk about stability, ladies and gentlemen. So this is good news for all of our school kids. So I ask the Speaker to present the resolution to the Chief Justice and to the Superintendent, Acting Superintendent of Education, and then I will ask the CJ to give some remarks. Your Honor.
Do the presentation.
Yes, we just have these two here. Well, Mr. Superintendent, of course, our Chief Justice, it's such a opportune time to actually present this resolution to you, the cooperation that you have in combating bullying in our schools. And of course, with the SROs, I mean, they definitely have a greater presence at our school that's actually going to help, with stopping, of course, or preventing bullying. And it's, like I said, there's a whole series of discussion that will be happening for 3 days, I think. again next week, so it's most opportune, and we want to congratulate all of you and recognize you for all the work that you've done keeping our children safe. So congratulations on behalf of the 33rd Guam Legislature and the people of Guam. We present this resolution to you both.
Okay, at this time I'd like to recognize the Chief Justice, but because I want to go home tonight and to a happy home, I want you to help me recognize Jolene, my wife, who really needs some kind of recognition, not only because whenever the Department of Education says something is needed, like a proposal, because an RFP needed to be done, she and her co-workers there together with the Deputy Administrator, Mr. Robert Cruz, and also the Administrator, Mr. Joshua Tenorio, they really pulled together, and I saw with my own eyes how they pulled everything together to ensure the continuity of this very successful program. So, Your Honor, I probably said everything you're just going to say.
No, I always have a few more words to add. Thank you, Senator Respicio, and thank you, Madam Speaker, and thank you, members of the legislature, for your resolution recognizing October 2010 as Guam Bullying Prevention Month. The Judicial Council has also done a resolution recognizing October 2010 as Guam Bullying Prevention Month that we'll be presenting to the legislature and to the Department of Education as well. Now, as Senator Respicio said, it's been 6 years since we've been working on this campaign together to say no to bullying and really other forms of mistreatment in our schools. And the judiciary of Guam remains steadfast in its commitment to continue to work with the Guam Department of Education, its private schools, the fellow branches of government, and other community partners and stakeholders to prevent bullying. All of our students deserve a safe and healthy school environment where they can grow and learn and be inspired. And I think without the unwavering support of the teachers and the dedicated school staff who inspire them and take the responsibility to ensure that they stay safe. This year, the theme for Bullying Prevention Month is promoting kindness and respect on social media. Friend me, tweet about it, Snapchat, Pinterested. Those aren't just simply catchphrases anymore. They've really become the lingo of many of our youth and many of the students in our school. And most kids and even adults spend a significant amount of time using social media. I just came back from the American Judges Association meeting where I did a presentation on judicial ethics and social media. So it's something that permeates not only the importance of being respectful and kind on social media within the schools, but also even for judicial officers when we use social media. So it's important that when we interact with each other in the cyber world, that we always do it with kindness, with respect, and using technology responsibly and safely. So for students, we want you to be an inspiration to your friends and be kind and respectful to them on social media. Everyone else who wants to be on social media, remember, use the hashtag kindness and respect and encourage others to do the same. There are a number of events that are going to go on this week that I think are worth mentioning as well. Of course, on October 19th, Wednesday, is Unity Day. We're asking everyone to wear orange all day. Vice Speaker Cruz and Senator Torres have both taken, and Jolene Respicio and Danielle Rossetti have already reminded us, and Senator Respicio, reminding us that October is Bullying Prevention Month, and really, especially on the 19th, which is Unity Day, everyone should wear orange on that time. We're going to be having the Safe School Ambassadors Program training that's going to be coming up as well in the month, right at the end of the month and the beginning of November. And so on behalf of the Judiciary of Guam, I want to pledge our continued support to everyone that we will continue to work together to try to put an end to bullying in the community. And I just want to acknowledge the students that are here today from Bishop Baumgartner and St. Francis School who are here, also Southern High and San Vicente. And so thank you all very much for coming today. It's an important time. We appreciate you being here. So, Madam Speaker, on behalf of the Judicial Council of Guam and Superintendent Sanchez, it's my pleasure to present a resolution from the Judicial Council recognizing October 2010 as Guam Bullying Prevention Month and acknowledging your efforts as partners in our efforts to combat bullying within the schools and the entire island community.
Oh, well, I'll be real brief, and I'm so glad that we have students here. Because, you know, when we talk about education, we're always talking about test scores and achievement and whatnot, but really you can't achieve. You can't do well in school if you don't feel safe. And you know, really the sad thing is sometimes there are students, even today, who go to school who don't necessarily feel safe. And I think as a community, that's something that we need to address every single day and every single minute, whether it be just that one kid on the side who feels like he doesn't fit in, or if there's a group who so happen to be picking on somebody else. We need to step up, and we need to go in there. We need to let them know that they are safe and that their community cares about them. And as they grow as young people, they learn how to be responsible adults. They learn how to treat each other as adults. And I think in today's day and age, where we're talking about cyberbullying and what goes on in the media, we grew up in an age where most of us adults, we didn't have that kind of stuff. But now these kids, they live with it every day. So when you put something mean in a text, or you put something mean on Facebook, that has a lasting effect. And those children see it. Sometimes they see it more than once in a day, and if it's shared or it's retweeted, it hurts very, very much. So we need to teach them at an early age, and we need to engage in caring, very professional, very loving communication online, because it does have far-reaching effects. So thank you very much, Chief Justice, Madam Speaker, and everyone here today for your support and your continued efforts towards keeping our island safe.
Thank you, everybody.